Hey guys, Steven, TheSalonGuy here, and I'm sure you all remember Ivan here, who is my emo haircut model, and I got some really interesting feedback. Some were saying, oh, it's a scene haircut, it's emo. I mean, I got some haters and some lovers. Well, you know what? I'm going to transform Ivan into something completely combined, whether it's emo, whether it's scene, I mean, whatever you guys want to call it. But I'm going to hook Ivan up here with a new, really interesting haircut. We're going to take this really short on both sides, leave a little length here, and just really make it crazy and edgy. And let's see what you guys think. All right, so you can see what I've done is I've pretty much sectioned this whole, this off, and I went a little diagonal down here just to leave this corner here a little bit longer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just scissor over comb this whole thing and take this pretty short. So I'm going to do scissor over comb. I'm going to just lock the comb in, and you really just want to get rid of all this hair by using just your thumb here, like so, and just really get rid of all this hair in one shot, and then just scissor over comb and blend everything in. I'm going to repeat this on this side, but this side I'm going to actually get rid of all of the hair. I'm not going to leave any pieces longer here, but I push this over here on top, as you can see in the part right here. And again, I'm just going to take this and do a scissor over comb all the way up pretty much to this part here. Now that I've got this nice and short here, I'm going to not really connect this, but I'm just going to bring this in a little bit shorter into here, into the top. Leave this a lot longer, and actually leave the length kind of throughout the bottom here. At the top here, I'm just going to connect the back, the crown area with the top, and I'm just going to connect it going shorter to longer, which is going to allow this to leave the front a lot longer, which I want to do. And all you really have to do is simply angle your elbow up this way. Your elbow will basically direct if you're cutting shorter to longer, longer to shorter. So just lift that elbow up, and you always get a shorter to longer layer. So now, as you can see, I've cut this side shorter and also this side shorter, and I'm just going to work the layers in just a little bit more through the front, just to blend it a little bit better. But I do want to essentially leave all this longer into here. So again, what I'm doing is I'm just combing everything straight up, and then I'm actually bringing my elbow down to cut. Actually, well, it's shorter to longer, but also longer to shorter this way, because I just want to, because of where I'm standing. So I'm just combing everything to the center part here, and just snipping off the ends, making sure not to take off the end bits here, which is the very length. I don't want to cut any of that. But I just want to kind of layer it just a little bit more, just to soften it up a little bit. And then, of course, you can always go in and take off some of the longer pieces in here, kind of bring it to the corner, which I'm going to do, or cut it to the center, just to kind of give it a nice little, more of an angle coming in through this way. And also, you just slide cut a little bit down, just to kind of soften up these pieces in through here, give it a little bit of texture, a little bit of more definition and separation into the front, which always looks good. I think Ivan Petrofidsky here, I think he looks pretty good here. So I'm actually going to blow dry it, then just do some scissor over combing, and then we'll put the finishing touches on it. So I'm using my Express Ion Dry version 2, which is a Paul Mitchell ionic dryer. I'm just going to dry it real quick here, and then style it a little bit after I do some scissor over combing. I think this is looking really nice here. It's got a nice sweeping angle in through here. I got this area really short in through here. I'm just gonna actually just thin this out a little bit more through here, make it a little bit piecier, and then I'm going to style it and we'll be done. So one great way to texturize and thin out hair that's a little too bulky like this is simply with the feather razor. And you want to take the hair and come on the top layer and just lightly glide the razor over it. Almost like you want to lay it on the layer and just turn it in a little bit so you're scraping the top layer of hair off, so you're not removing too much of the actual length or the hair itself. You don't want to remove too much of the weight. But what you want to do is just slide over the top layer just to thin it out a little bit, just to get a little bit more of that weight out there and make it a little softer throughout the front area and also throughout the top here. Now I'm going to use the Tea Tree Shaping Cream, which all of you guys know is one of my favorite shaping creams when I'm styling men's hair and short hair, looking for a little bit of texture, something that's going to create a nice light hold. So again, about maybe a quarter size worth, just work it through your palm, and then you start to really just piece it out here. Now I want to kind of keep this a little flatter and don't really go too crazy, but I just want a little bit of texture in through the top here. Just to kind of make this nice and smooth in through here. Well, as you can see, Ivan is pretty much done here. I love this haircut. I love the texture in it, and I think it really came out good. It's definitely a modernized version of what I did last time with this mannequin's hair, Ivan here, who I like to call Ivan. But I think it's really cool. It's definitely still kind of that scene, you know, emo, whatever you guys want to call it. I think it's a pretty sick haircut. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon for another haircutting tutorial with the Salon Guy.